Okay, we'll continue this video on this in this part. So once we have entered the authorized person details and hit on save, we move to the next page, which or the next section, which is proprietor slash partner slash director details. Okay, this form will open up as it is displayed on your screen. You can see this comes up as a partner details automatically. I have not chosen the partner, but what I have chosen is under the CB primary details section, the first section, the nature of CB I have selected as a partnership. Okay, partnership form. Sorry. So that's why it is automatically it has taken up as a partnership form, and it is asking me to enter the partner's detail. Similarly, if I have selected the proprietorship firm, it will ask me to enter the proprietor details in this column. Okay, it will be auto-populated based on the what option we are selecting in the first section in CB primary details. Okay, so I'll start filling up the form. So under the in the partnership, under the partner details, okay, the details of whom we are entering, we need to first of all it says the status, as in the whether the partner whose details we are filling up is active or inactive. Okay, so we'll select the active partner, upload the status proof, as in whether he is active or not. You need to just upload it. Okay, then apart after that you need to enter the full name. So I enter the name, enter the father's name of the particular partner, mobile number, email ID, date of birth of the partner, uh, let us select 2000, January 2000, I select gender as male, I select PAN number, I upload the scanned copy of PAN card, I upload these all details belongs to the uh, partner, okay, whose details we are filling right now, photographs, PAN card, signature, everything we need to enter, scan copy of the signature. I am just uploading the sample data which I have kept ready. Date of appointment, okay, so date of appointment of this particular person as partner, we need to just enter the date, say 16th of June. Again, same permanent address. Enter the permanent address. District, Mumbai. State, I select from the drop down. Select Maharashtra. And pin code. Okay. Similarly, I need to upload the address proof of the permanent address of the partner whose details I am filling in. Same, what all documents can be used as the address proof, described under the I button. Once I enter it, if the present address of the person is same or the partner is the same as the permanent address, I check on box and the form below gets auto-populated. The form of in regards to the present address gets auto-populated, and I move further. If the present address is different than the permanent address of the partner, then I do not check. I uncheck this box and I enter the details. Okay, but right now, just for the sake of peace, I'm just checking that box. Again, then after this, it will ask me for the pass category of the partner. Okay, so this partner whose details I have filled in, which pass category does he or she holds, is whether it's a F category car or whether it is F with PA, G with PA or H card. I need to just check. So I select. I mean, you select the applicable and appropriate option from the drop down, which is applicable in your form. Uh, say for instance, I select G, so G card holder, oh sorry, select F card holder. I'll enter the pass number. I enter the date of issuance of the custom pass of this F card holder. 2022. Validity of the custom pass, I select lifetime. Similar, same thing wherever if it is like if the custom pass or the F card of this particular partner is having lifetime validity, I select lifetime validity. If not, then I select enter date. The moment I select enter date, another column comes up where I need to enter the details or enter the last date of the validity of this custom pass. Okay, right now I select lifetime, so that enter date column goes away. Now I need to upload the scanned copy of the custom pass. So I upload a PDF file, maximum size has to be 1 MB. Then after this, it asks me to enter the year of passing of Regulation 6 exam. What is Regulation 6 exam? But nothing but F category exam. So whatever year, whichever year he or she has passed this exam, I select that option. Same again, educational qualification, similar fundamental applies, which I have explained to you in the previous section under authorized person. Exactly the same thing if they have passed the F category exam when the educational qualification was not required, a minimum education, you select on others and upload the certificate of the highest qualification which they had at that particular moment. Okay. Your other qualification, education qualification, just mention, say, fifth standard, upload the passing certificate or the standard or the mark sheet, whichever is applicable. Now, once you enter all these details, after this, if you wish to add more than sorry, 2016, I will select bachelor's degree, I upload qualification certificate. Now, if I wish to add more, I mean more than one educational qualification certificate, I'll just click on this button and I'll add that certificate. If not, if I have filled up entire details of this particular partner, I click on add partner. Okay, just in a similar fashion in which the details of security deposits and the correspondence addresses were coming up in a table below the form. In a similar fashion, your partner details will also appear right at the bottom. A table right at the bottom of the form. Okay, you can see the partner details. Now, if you want to add another partner details in this, if there are, I mean, if there are more than two partners, I mean, there has to be two partners or more than two partners. So you just select the partner details. Again, you select all the details. You have already filled the details of first partner. You need to fill in the details of the second partner with this, whether the second partner is active, inactive. You select from your status group. You add whether the active or inactive. You need to substantiate this option via this proof. You upload the status proof, again the full name, father's name, mobile number, email ID, date of birth, gender, PAN copy, photograph, signature, appointment date, permanent address, present address. Again you need to follow the same. Also then again the customs pass category, whether the second partner is having a F card, F with PA, G with PA, H or none, or whether the second partner does not have any custom passes. If he or she does not have any custom pass, just select none. Okay, so from the options below. Okay, so once you enter all the details for the second partner, click on add partner. The details of second partner will appear in the table below. Okay, here, just below this. I'll just see, the first one was active. I'll select the second one is inactive and upload again. I'll upload the name. I'll upload the father name. These details, mind you, please. I'm entering for the second partner. Okay. This is the mobile number, email ID. I would say def@gmail.com. Okay. And then date of birth. Let's select female. This is just sample form. I'll just PAN number. I'll upload the PAN copy. Okay, I'll just upload a different PAN number. Okay, I'll upload the PAN copy. Sorry, I'll upload the PAN copy. I'll upload the photograph. I'll upload the signature. everything, this all the details which I am entering, this belongs to the second partner. Okay, this belongs to the second partner. Again, same thing, the address proof which I need to enter, the address proof will be for the second partner. All right. Again, sorry, before address proof, the date of appointment of the second partner. Just select the date. Okay. And then the permanent address of the second partner. I'll just say that again. I'll say address, District Mumbai, State Maharashtra. Similarly, address proof. Again, if the present address of the second partner is the same as the permanent address, I check on this box, everything gets auto-populated and upload present, everything is done. Now, customs pass category, I already selected none. So if it is a none, if the second partner does, because since he or she is inactive, uh, the customs part is the customs pass category is yes. If the second partner is inactive, the only option available is none under the customs pass category. If this even the second partner is active, the customs pass under the section, the options under the customs pass category opens up, as in whether the second partner is F category holder or F with PA, G with PA, or H card holder. Okay, select the applicable option and enter the details below. Okay, right now I'm just selecting none, and then I click on add partner. Again, the moment I click on add partner, now this mobile number, it says it's incorrect. I need to enter a valid mobile number. So these are all inbuilt in the portal. It will validate in the real-time status whether you have entered the details in a correct format or not. Okay. So I've entered a phone number. The moment it becomes green, it means the format is correct. Okay, the phone number format is correct. So everything is done. Now I click on add partner. Since all the details were added correctly, the details of my second partner will come up in a column in the table below. Okay, this was my first partner. This abc at gmail.com. This one was my first partner. This is my second partner. Okay, so if I have more than two partners, I have to follow this. I have to follow the same exercise again. If I have five partners, I have to enter the details of all the five partners in a similar fashion, and every time I have to click add partner. So all the details will come up in the table below. Okay. Similarly, if it is company private, if it is a private limited, everything you need to enter here. Okay, director details, if there are more than one director, you need to enter all the directors over here. Proprietor, you need to enter the proprietor details, everything will come up in a, and once you enter all the details, click on add partner, add proprietor, add director, and the details will come up in the table below. Once all the details are filled, once the details of all the partners you have filled here, click on save. Once you click on save, the details in the proprietor slash partner slash director details section gets entered and saved. So it becomes green, and then it moves to the next section, which is employee details. Now, what is employee details of the cardholders? All the employees in your CV form, the details of all the employees needs to be entered in this section. Okay, all the I repeat on risk of being repetitive. I repeat, if you have 10 employees, you need to enter the details of all the 10 employees in this particular section. Okay, this particular form needs to be filled 10 times, and the details of all the employees will feature in the table below the form. 10 in the 10 rows of employee details will be displayed in the table below. Okay, I'll just quickly go through the form, and I'll fill the details of one employee as of now. So first of all, it asks me for the full name of of the first employee. So I've entered the name of the first employee, father's name of that first employee, mobile number of this first employee. Okay, email ID of this first employee is, I'll say, ghi at gmail.com. These are all random mobile numbers and email. Please make sure you enter correct and updated mobile numbers and email IDs. Okay, this is for the sake of having correct data on our end also, and uh, this will make your CV's life easier as well. If we have the correct data, we'll be able to pass on the information in a better manner and in a timely manner. Okay, so then it asks me to enter the date of birth of the first employee. So I just select date of birth. Let's say August 12th of August 1999. Gender, I'd say female. PAN number of the first employee is. Then I have to again upload the scanned copy of the PAN card of the first employee, upload the photograph of the first employee, upload the signature of the first employee. Everything, the format is mentioned, the maximum size is mentioned. Please make sure that all your documents are in the same, in the appropriate format, okay, in the prescribed format and the prescribed size. Maximum size limit is to be adhered to. Okay, then after that we need to enter the date of appointment of this particular employee, on which date he was employed in your CV form, okay, whose profile is being created. Then again the permanent address of this employee, first employee. Okay, I just enter the details randomly. Sure. Upload the address proof. The forms are pretty similar. The exercise is pretty similar. It's just that you need to enter the details of every individual who belongs to particular sections. So for authorized details, all the details needs to be entered the same in a similar fashion. Permanent address, present address, date of appointment, photograph, scan copy, PAN number, PAN copy, signature, everything needs to be uploaded. Okay. Again, once I've entered the details of permanent address, if the present address is the same, I click on the check box. Okay, so I've explained you how it works, so I'll not do it again. Then after this, once the personal details of the first employee is entered, now after this it will ask for the custom pass category of the first employee, whether your first employee is F category holder, F with PA, G with PA, or H card holder. Okay, so I select H card. If I select H card, it asks me to enter his H card pass number. I enter the pass number. Customs date of issuance of customs pass. I select the date. Validity of the custom pass, same, similar. If it is lifetime, you check lifetime. If it is having a limited validity, you select on limited validity. You need to give in the future dates. 9th of April, I would say 8th of April. I give 1 year validity. It expires. I have to upload the scanned copy of the custom pass of this first employee. I upload that again. I repeat, in the educational qualification, please enter the valid educational qualification depending on the year in which they have passed their respective examinations or under CBLR. Okay, and whatever documents were applicable in the years which they have passed their respective examination, please upload those documents accordingly. If they fall under any category apart from other option in this drop down, please select that particular option and upload the qualification certificate. If they have passed the exam in a year where no qualifications were required, choose other. Give the name of that particular education qualification, whatever qualification that the maximum qualification that they had that time. Even if they have studied up till first standard, even if they have studied up till second standard or fourth standard, whatever maximum qualification they possessed at the time of clearing that particular examination, at a time of clearing the examination under the regulations of applicable regulations of CBLR, please name that educational qualification and upload the qualification as proof, the certificate or the proofs. Please check with your respective CV sections what all documents that you can upload in this scenario. Okay. I'll just select a bachelor's degree, upload the qualification. I'll upload the sample PDF, and again, if this particular first employee has more than one educational qualification, I can add the qualification. The second qualification, I add masters. Again, I upload the PDF. If I wish to remove it, I can remove it. Okay, and I click on add employee. Once all the details are filled, I click on add employee. Similar to the previous sections, the the employee details will feature in the table displayed below the form. Okay. Now, if I have more than one employee, I repeat the exercise. I fill in the details again. So if I have two employees, I fill this form two times. I have 10 employees, I fill this form 10 times. I have 50 employees, I fill this form 50 times. And the details of all the 50 employees will feature in the table below. So in this particular table, you will see 50 rows and you will have the details of all the employees, okay, who's currently working with you. Okay, enter the details of these, of all the employees in this particular section. Okay, given that my this sample CV firm has only one employee, I've entered one employee details. Now after this, I will just click on save. Okay, again, if you wish to remove any employee details from here, you can choose you can select, do it by the delete button. There is an edit button also. If you have entered any incorrect information and if you wish to rectify it, you can use it. You can do so by clicking on edit employee. Okay. uh, Before that, I would like to tell you one thing, that any sort of editing or any sort of rectification you can do in this form unless and until you have filled the complete form and submitted the entire form. Okay, you have filled in all the 7 sections and you have submitted it finally. Once you have done the final submission, once this form is finally submitted, after that you won't be able to make any changes in this form. Okay, after that this your form comes to your respective CV sections for validation. Once the validation happens and if the officer finds any deficiency in your form which you have filled, okay, then deficiency memos will be issued to customs brokers and then they will be able to fill the form once again or make any rectification based on the deficiencies that they have received. Okay. Now, going with the form, now since I've entered the CB profile, employee details in this form, I click on save. Since all the details were correct, it appears in the table below. I click on save. This particular section gets saved here. Okay, my employee details become green. Now I am in the other policy section. Now this is the other policy section form. Now what does other policy section means is, I'll just explain to you by giving an example. Is, for example, if a CB, if a customs broker have license, is working in Mumbai, under Mumbai jurisdiction, uh, under regulation 7(2) of CBLR. Okay, but the customs broker, this particular customs broker has offices in Pune, in Kandla, in Mundra, in Kolkata, in anywhere else apart from in anywhere in India apart from Mumbai. Then all the other offices of this particular CB becomes the offices under other policy section. So all the offices under which the CB is operating in form C or under regulation 7(3) of the CBLR, those offices fall under the other policy section details of this particular CB. Okay. Now, as of now, we are only gathering the information through this form of a CB, which a particular CB will submit to their parent policy section. Okay, so say for instance, for a CB, Mumbai is the parent policy section, and the CB has opened a new office in uh, Jamnagar. So what all intimation that this particular CB will provide in Mumbai Custom House for all the details pertaining to their Jamnagar office. As of now, we are only collecting those information under this form or under this section. So that is why if you will see, as we go further, you will see that there is no employee details that we are gathering right now, which belongs to the other policy section of the customs broker. Okay, so the first question in this form, it asks, are you working in other policy section in form C under regulation 7(3)? I say yes. Okay, so once I click on yes, the form auto populates and now I need to actually fill in the details of my other policy section. Okay, Now, say for instance, I am working in Mumbai as a under 7.2, but I have a firm in Delhi. So from this drop down, now you will see you will not find Mumbai in this form, in this drop down. Sorry, why? Because Mumbai, I have already selected Mumbai Customs as my parent policy section in the CB primary details in the first form. So the policy section which I have selected as my parent policy section will actually does not feature in this particular drop down list. So if I am working under 7.2 in a particular policy section, I cannot work under 7.3 in the same policy section. That is why you will not find Mumbai in this particular. You will find Mundra, you will find Mangaluru, but you will not find Mumbai policies, Mumbai customs under this policy section drop down. Okay, so I say I have my parent policy section is Mumbai, but I have my office under Delhi customs also. So I select Delhi customs. Now it is asking me to enter the address. What will be this address? This address will be my office address in Delhi. Okay, so I enter the address. Now district will be Delhi, state will be Delhi. Email ID, I'll give it email ID jkl@gmail.com. Contact number of the Delhi office. Okay. Pin code of the Delhi office. Then again the address proof of the Delhi office. So same logic applies here. What all details that can be used as address proof is mentioned under the I button. Okay. So you go through the I button, check what all the documents required. Okay. Now this is now if before adding the address, if I do not have my any offices in other policy section, okay, I just select a no and then I move forward and then I submit this entire form. Okay, if for example if I only have one office in Mumbai, I have an office in Mumbai and I'm working under Mumbai jurisdiction under 7.2, under regulation 7.2, and I do not have office in anywhere in India apart from my Mumbai office, so I just select an option as no here. Once I select no, this form goes away. Okay, and then this I can see only these two options: save and final submit. Okay, I'll just show to you. Are you working in Form 6 under Regulation 7.3 of CBLMS? If I say no, everything goes away. So I do not have I do not have details under other policy section. I just save and final submit. I complete the form, it's submitted. Okay, but this is the scenario where I have other offices. So I enter the Delhi details. Okay, once I enter the Delhi details, again click on add address. Okay, so a thumb rule in any form, in any of these forms, in these out of these 7 sections, wherever you see add button, instead of before clicking on save button, you need to click on add button. Okay, say here in security details, you have to add bank guarantee. You click on add bank guarantee, submit all the parent guarantee details, and then finally click on save. Under the correspondence address, click on the enter the details of the address once, click on the add address, and then you have, if you wish to add more than one address, then again fill the form and then again click on add address. Once all the details are filled, then only click on save. Similarly, in the authorized person details, proprietor partner, add partners, add the directors. If there are more than one partner, more than two partners, more than one director, you click again, keep on adding those details. Once your table will show the all the possible number of fields that or number of times you need to fill that particular form, that table shows you that many number of rows. After that you click on save. Okay, similarly in employee details, if you have 10 employees, you fill the form 10 times, click on add employee 10 times, then once all the 10 employee feature in the table below, then you click on save. That is a goes on to. Okay, now I've added the details of the other policy section. I've added my Delhi office. Okay. Now, this is when I have one office in Delhi. Now, say for instance, I have another office which is in Hyderabad. So I select Hyderabad. Now again, you will see Hyderabad. Now I enter the details of my Hyderabad office. So I add the address of my Hyderabad office here. email ID, I just enter the email ID. Contact person, I have to enter the contact details of the Hyderabad office. Pin code, I don't know the pin code of Hyderabad, so I'll just say upload address proof. Again, same thing, out of these 11 documents, whichever is applicable, please add. And once I fill this form, I click on add address. Okay. Now, every time I click address, the address gets added in the table below. But again, this green column comes up. Now, this green button is nothing but you have to add, what you have to add is you have to add the contact person. Now, who's the contact person? Say in Delhi Customs, okay, whosoever is the contact person in your Delhi office, you need to add the details of that particular contact person. Okay, so open this. This is the details of the contact person in Delhi. Name, father name, date of birth again. Date of birth. You upload the photograph of the contact person in your Delhi office. Upload the signature of that contact person. Upload, enter the PAN number of that contact person. Upload the PAN card copy. Enter the mobile number of that particular contact person. Okay. So enter the email address of the contact person in Delhi office. Enter the personal address of the contact person in Delhi office. Upload the address proof again. Okay. Now this address proof is the proof of the personal address of the contact person in Delhi. Once you fill all the details, click on save. If everything is in correct format, it gets saved. Okay. So Delhi details has been added. Similarly, you have, since you have added the Hyderabad customs also, since you have added the details of your Hyderabad office also, you need to add the details of the contact person of the Hyderabad office. Okay, what happens if I don't add the contact person and try and save it? It will give me an error. Okay, so for all the offices, for all the offices whose details I have entered as other policy sections for me, I have to add the contact person details of all the offices. Okay, so I have already added Delhi's contact person, and now I need to add Hyderabad contact person. Let's select the back date. So select April to, again, the photograph of the contact person in Hyderabad office, signature of the photo of the contact person in Hyderabad office, PAN number, PAN card copy, mobile number of the contact person of the Hyderabad office, email ID of the contact person in the Hyderabad office, personal address. Okay. Then you need to upload the address proof of the personal address of the contact person in Hyderabad office, and you click on save. Okay. So once you click on save, the details get added. Okay, so now the form is complete and the section is complete in all respects. So I have the details of all the offices where the CB is working as under other policy sections, and I've also added the contact person in each and every respective offices. Okay, now once all the details are done, this is our final section. We have filled the form, we have completed the form. We click on save and final submit. Once we click on save and final submit, it confirms the submission of the form. It asks us that are you sure you want to submit? So you click on yes. Since you have filled everything, you click on yes. And as of now, right now, let's not click on yes. Let's say I have added this, and I am in the middle of the form. Now I am not sure whether the details that I filled is correct or not. I need to revisit it. I just go back. Okay, I can go back a number of times, and so every time I hit back, I visit the previous section, and just give me a moment. now on correspondence address, now we are on security deposit details, and right now we are on the first section, which is CB primary details. Okay. Now, while filling up the form, say for instance, if we are in the middle of the form, if we were on authorized person details and we did not have all the details pertaining to authorized person, and we need to get it, and it will take some time for us to gather this information. What we can do is we can save our form up till authorized person details, and then we can log out. Okay, but the form will remain in our login itself. Okay, so once we log back in, it will give us an option. It will show us a table wherein the form will be displayed, and just let me just try if we can do that. So since we have filled all the form, it won't allow us the entire form. So just give me a moment. Okay. Similarly, if we wish to move forward, now we are on employee details page. Now this is the last page, the policy sections. We have filled the entire form. All the sections are in green, so the form is filled in entirety. And now after this, we click on save and final submit. It will confirm the submission. Are you sure you want to submit? We click a yes. Once we click a yes, we get this final page. Okay, this is the confirmation that the application is registered. The message says that thank you for registration. Your application number so and so is under process. Status will be shared on registered phone number via SMS. Okay, so once you have completed this CV profile registration, okay, you will also receive an SMS mentioning this particular application number, and also mentioning that you have already completed the registration process. This is the final page. Once you are on this page, you just need to log out after this. So the form will come to your respective CP sections for validation, and pursuant to the validation, this portal, then you can work further. Okay, if any documents or any details which you have uploaded is either incorrect or it does not match with the record as per your respective CP sections, then you receive deficiency memos, and then you need to actually revisit your forms using your login IDs and password, and then you need to make the rectification and submit the form once again. Okay, once you, I'll just repeat, once you have completed the form and you've reached here, you have reached up till this screen wherein your application number is displayed and it says thank you for registration, you will not be able to make any further rectification or edits in the form without without getting a deficiency memo from the CP section, or without getting a message from the CP section to make such rectifications. Okay, so this is the entire process of registration on the CBLMS portal. I know the process takes a bit long time, but if you make the preparations beforehand, as we talked about 5 things in the beginning of this video, if you have all the details handy with you and all the supporting documents, if you have scanned all the documents in the prescribed format and kept handy with you, trust me, it's an exercise, it's a one-time exercise, and the process will be much easier for you if you are prepped up for this. Uh, I recommend you to follow the step-by-step procedure what is explained in this video. Also, for any queries or any queries during the registration process, uh, do not straight away raise queries to your local custom broker sections. Instead, I would request you to visit the user manual